Hey everyone, it's Sarah at Repeat Crafter Me, and it's June, so we have our 6th square in our Under the Sea crochet along, and it is the Pufferfish or a Blowfish, they're also called. Cute little round fish. This is actually pretty easy to crochet, so we're just going to do this together on video, and I'm going to have the written pattern and photos on repeatcrafterme.com as always. And before we get started, I just want to show you what came in the mail. Hopefully we can see this. It is an adorable Under the Sea clay crochet hook. This is polymer clay added to a Susan Bates hook. These are created and designed by my friend Jennifer at Day by Day Clay and Crochet. She has a Facebook group page, so you can purchase these from her there. She is coordinating with all of my cute sea creatures, and she just sent me this one. I love it. This one has the crab and our jellyfish and all that cute little seaweed and bubbles, and she actually has already made the pufferfish in clay form on a crochet hook. I mean, they're just coordinating and so much fun. I'm actually going to be using a size H hook, so I'm going to switch it up for this tutorial and use the H hook, but you can order these in any size you'd like, and I just think they're so cute. So thank you, Jennifer, for making these. They're just so cute and adorable. All right, let's get started. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is color Saffron. So this will be kind of the top part. We're actually going to crochet this in one piece. So we're going to be working with these two colors at the same time. So the saffron, and this is the pale yellow. And then grab a bit of that carrot orange, kind of have a little sad scheme there. That is the color we actually used for our starfish. So hopefully you have that on hand already. If not, you can shop these colors at yarnspirations.com. So let's get started with the circle part. And for that, we are going to grab these two. All right, so I'm starting with the saffron. I'm creating the magic ring. I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to make 6 double crochets in this ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my 6th one, but I'm going to stop mid-stitch because here is where we're going to be adding in the pale yellow. All right. So join that in, and we're going to make 6 more double crochet stitches with the pale yellow in our magic ring. 1, let's just pull that tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, pull tight. We're going to join to our first double crochet, but we're going to pull over. We're not going to fasten off anything. We're going to pull up that saffron again, and we're just going to slip stitch that in. So now we're working with the saffron color for round 2, chain 2, and we're going to make 2 double crochets in each stitch around. So we're going to be making those 2 double crochets in each stitch, first with the saffron on the top half, and then when we're done with that, one, and I'm just going to stop mid-stitch because I like the way this join looks. You could fasten off and start again, but I don't want to weave in any ends, or not as many. So I'm pulling up that pale yellow yarn. Just kind of make sure things are a little bit tight on your joins there. And we're going to start making 2 double crochets in each stitch around on the bottom. Okay. I don't know why my magic ring does. There we go. All right. We are going to join to the top of the first double crochet, pulling up that saffron yarn for round 3. Chain 2. We're going to be making 2 double crochets in the first stitch and 1 double crochet in the next. 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet. Next stitch, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet. Kind of stopping there. Remember, the back side can be messy. This is going to be stitched down to our bubble square, so we're not going to see the back side. Pulling up that pale yellow and 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet. Yeah. 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2, 1. Yeah. Keep losing this yarn here. Okay, we are going to join in, pulling up that saffron yarn. When you're pulling it up, keep it kind of loose. You don't want your whole circle to bend. Okay, and then join that in. Chain 2. And we're going to be making for round 4, it's going to be the same as round 3, where we're making the 2 double crochets in the first stitch, 1 double crochet in the next. 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, just going to stop mid-stitch again because it's time to change colors. Pulling that up. And continue on with your 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 1 double crochet. Okay, we're at the end of that round. We are going to be on our last round, last increase round here to finish the circle part of our pufferfish. So I'm pulling up that saffron. Chain 2 and make 2 double crochets in that first stitch. And then a double crochet in the next 2. So 2 double crochets in one stitch and a double crochet in the next 2. Continue around. Okay, coming to the end there. Time to pull that strand of pale yellow across. To make sure it's loose enough. That it lays flat. Okay. And we're smooth sailing then. 2 double crochets. Oop. I skipped a stitch. Over here, 2 double crochets. And then a double crochet in the next 2. 2 double crochets. Double crochet in the next 2. We're almost at the end of this round. And I'm going to pause and show you what this looks like, because you could actually just use this circle as your actual pufferfish body and not create the, it goes this way. Okay, so this one I created these little spikes, which are adorable, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But if you want, there is nothing wrong with leaving it like this. If some of you follow me on social media, I had posted this version, and many of you said it looks like a pufferfish, and you could leave this as is, add the fins, and that would be that. So feel free to stop right now and start on the fins and then stitch it down to your bubble square. If you want to make these little cute spikes, these little cute soft spikes, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, so to continue, I'm going to actually join back in. I'm going to make one more round here. I'm going to join back in that saffron, if I can. Oh, why is this giving me trouble? I was going to fasten off, but then I was going to show you a different move here. All right, come on, come on. And it's not wanting to cooperate. Okay. Can't get my join right. I can't show you what to do here. Okay, so for these little spikes, I'm chaining 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm slip stitching back down right to that same stitch. And then I'm slip stitching 1, 2, 3, and then again chain 3, slip stitch back down. Okay, and it makes these cute little faux spikes. kind of the look of it. 2, 3, chain 3, slip stitch back down. Let's keep going. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch to join. Slip stitch to join. That's a tongue twister. So we just keep going all the way around the edges. And then obviously changing color like we did before. Three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna change color here. So just, oh, there's my dog. Okay, where's that other color? Hoping that this isn't getting too twisted here. All right, I'm kind of holding it up on the video. So let's keep going. So 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to join. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to join, and continue. Grab more yarn here. I'm gonna keep going. All right, almost done. And I'm just going to show you a little bit how we add the spikes to the body. Because this video is getting a little bit long and we have other stuff to show you. Okay, so the spikes are a little more tedious, but they're so cute. Okay, so we have all of our little spikes around the edges. Now you could stop here. Again, feel free to stop there, add your fins, add your little face, or you can continue to kind of slip stitch between these rounds and make some more spikes just the way we did it. I didn't make the spikes where I made the face, and I didn't bother to do it in the middle because I knew my little fin was going to be stitched on there. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but I'm just going to show you. I'm going to kind of slip stitch over. I'm not even going to bother to fasten off this yarn. I'm just going to get a little more slack there. And you can just start working. 2, 3. Slip stitch down to that same spot. I'll show you a little better in a second. So I'm just kind of working right under those in-between stitches. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch back down. Oh, you know what? Let me go over a little bit. Space them out. Forgot about that part. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we got it. All right, then 1, 2, 3 chains and slip stitch to join. Okay, so I'm just again working in between those rounds. So slip stitch over 3. One, 2, 3 chains and slip stitch to join. Okay, so just like that. And look, you have these fun little nibs, these little spikes. They're kind of subtle, they're kind of cute. And again, you can just keep going here and then slip stitch up around and do it in between here, and then grab that saffron color yarn and you can do it up here as well. Super easy. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. It would take me another probably 10 minutes to finish that. So I'm sure you guys can do that on your own. And then when you're done, fasten off, and you can actually leave a tail because we're gonna want us to stitch that down, or you could fasten off and we can just stitch it with another long strand. And then let's do the little cute face and the fins. Okay, let's go ahead and add the little sleepy closed eyes, smiling eyes, whatever you want to call these, and the mouth. They're all going to be little half circles there. So I'm just have my strand of black yarn, my tapestry needle. I'm going to come up from the back side. Remember, it's okay if the back side looks a little messy. And I'm just going to start over on this side, and then I'm just going to work over kind of one round length. You can honestly just kind of there, and before I pull completely tight, I'm gonna grab the yarn from down below like so, and then come back down to that same spot. So it kind of secures that little eye in place. And then you can just use that same strand and come over to this side. Do the same thing. Come up from below. Down. 2 little eyes. And then same idea for the mouth. Right underneath. Okay. Oh. How cute. So easy, right? And you get this kind of fun little cute face just right on this side. I am going to just, honestly, you can knot your yarn, you could weave it in. Again, you're not going to be seeing the back side. I'll just make a few knots so we can get rid of this. I'm not going to be stitching the whole thing down because I didn't finish those spikes yet. But let's just get these strands out of the way. And I want to show you how to make the fins. So we're actually going to make 4. I've already made 3, so I'll do one on camera. So you're going to have 4 of them that look just like this. Okay, and they are reversible, so you can set them this way. So this will be your tail. You're going to have 2 together for your tail. And then you're going to have 2 fins, one on the front and then one kind of underneath on the back by the face. All right, so grab that carrot orange yarn. Where's my strand here? There we go. Let's make our fourth one. Let's set everything in place. I have my H hook. We are going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to single crochet in that second chain from hook and the rest of the way down the chain. I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to single crochet in those first 7 and leave the rest of the stitches unworked. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, chain 1, turn, single crochet down those 7 stitches, chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first 5, okay, leave the remaining stitches unworked, chain 1, turn, single crochet down those 5 stitches, 4, 5. I'm going to pause a minute. Here you can kind of see the little top ridges of that fin. We already single crocheted down here. Now we're just going to single crochet along the bottom and single crochet back up that starting chain, just to have it, give it a nice little finished edge. And I kind of want the bottom a little bit rounded, so I'm just making a couple stitches along the bottom, not too many, just to kind of keep it round there. See how it kind of rounds out nice. So don't get too crazy. And then just right back up on this side. And then I'm just going to join to that top stitch. Leave yourself a fairly long tail. We're going to have to stitch that on to our puffer fish. Okay, now you have a cute little fin. So I'm making all of my bubble squares reversible. I have not quite finished this yet, but I'm going to turn this over. This one will go on the back side. If you haven't made your bubble squares yet, I will leave the link. So you're going to have your puffer fish with all the spikes, or maybe without the spikes, whatever you want. I am going to finish a couple more of those cute little spikes. And then, like I mentioned, 2 of these are going to come together. I think I left, here, I'll use this one. This one has a little bit of a tail that I can use. We are just going to stitch 2 of them together. I'm just going to bring this over here, like so. So I turned one over and one's going the right way. You're just going to kind of set them together and stitch them. Don't worry about it being too exact. All they need to do is get kind of stitched together for that back tail. That looks pretty good. Okay. All right. I can kind of go either way there. Okay, so that is just gonna set sticking out the back, kind of, I don't know, let it flap up a little bit, where however you want it. I'm actually putting the body of the pufferfish down a little bit just so you can see that little water bubble sticking out. Or you could cover it up, or you could have it up here, you know, get creative. All right, so I'm gonna have kind of the tail sticking up there like it's swimming. And then this one, I'm gonna turn over because I like when the fin, like the bigger part, is kind of floating upward at a little bit of an angle. Again, just these little tweaks gives it personality. So you can play around with it however you like. And then this one's going the right direction because you can see my stitches are kind of on the outside. Again, it is reversible. It doesn't matter. It looks good to me either way. And I'm just sticking this one kind of angled up too, like it's swimming. So cute, right? And now you're just going to stitch it down. I'm not going to go through a whole tutorial about that. We've stitched many of these down already, so it's kind of the same technique, and I'm not quite done, so I'm not going to be able to completely stitch it down, but you should have some loose ends. If not, just clip off another strand of whichever yarn you're using. And I actually went ahead and, well, you will want to stitch this to the body first, just that front fin. But then I'm just going to go ahead and lay these underneath and stitch down along the inner edge, not where the spikes are. Let the spikes kind of hang out if you have them on yours. And just right here, you're just going to stitch all of that down. Let's see if I can do, what side is this one on? Oh, I'm all the way down here. Well, I just want to give you guys an example. We're going to come down over here. So if I were ready to stitch this down, I'm just stitching kind of on the inside edge, and I'm working through the middle stitches of my bubble square so it doesn't show through on the other side. And just back up. And down again. Working, am I in the middle of those stitches. It kind of goes fast once you get in a rhythm. Hold it in place. Back up. And now when I get to these, I am going to stitch that down last, but I'm going to work through both the body and that fin. And if you can get your tapestry needle in there, the square at the same time, just to kind of hold that in place. Oh, and then you're going to want to switch colors when you get to this side, and then do the pale yellow on the bottom. So just like that. You can actually fasten this one off, connect it, or go the other direction. There we go. And then I would switch to this. And again, I can start over here, kind of go between those stitches and stitch all of that down on the side. All right. And then when you're done, just flip it over and show you. So cute, right? The pufferfish or blowfish, whatever you want to call it, actually surprised me. It turned out super cute. I hope you have enjoyed our first half of this series of our Under the Sea creatures. We have the starfish, we have the jellyfish, we have the seahorse, our crab, our not so crabby crab, and the cute little octopus from last month. Pufferfish is joining the gang. Pattern and photo tutorial on repeatcrafterme.com.